On today's episode of Where in the World is Mark Pope? He's in Spain visiting the top international big man in the class of 2027. Sayon Keita is his name. He plays for FC Barcelona, and everybody wants him. He has taken official visits or is taking official visits. I honestly don't know where we stand on that run of visits. I think he completed all of them already. If I remember correctly, when we covered this, he lined up like six official visits in a week span.
Yeah.
And it was all the blue bloods: Kentucky, Kansas, Duke, North Carolina, UConn, Indiana. How cool is it to be a 17-year-old in Spain being like, yeah, I'll just go see the six best college basketball programs there are? Pretty sick. Anyways, I believe he conducted those visits, and we're supposed to kind of just wait it out and see what Keita decides to do. However, we all got the surprising news this weekend that Mark Pope went to see him. Mark Pope supposedly flew to Spain to visit with Sayon Keita in Spain over the weekend. As far as I know, this is the first college coach that has gone out to Keita instead of Keita coming to them on their campus. I could be wrong on that, but I haven't ever seen a report of any of these other coaches involved saying, yeah, I'm going to go to Spain and see Keita. So at minimum, would take this as a sign. Mark Pope is prioritizing Sayon Keita and going out of his way to try and have a chance in this recruitment. Do you like this move from Mark Pope?
Um, yeah. I mean, as long as he didn't fight and say on Kata's house, I love the move.
Yeah,
I
did
think
did he show up on time? How do international flights affect Mark Pope's punctuality?
like did he I hope Mark Pope took a siesta because if he didn't take a midday nap, there's a lot of ways this could go. But no, I love it. I think it's I believe he completed all his visits, like you said, like a month ago or so too. So like this feels like a us like maybe we feel like we're slipping behind, let me go talk to him type of thing. If I was an international prospect, I would absolutely like adore Mark Pope, by the way. He feels like someone that would like really resonate with international prospects specifically. I love the move. He Sayon Keita is really good. I'm confused why he has to play college basketball, which makes me, I have zero understanding for the draft eligibility rules because like international prospects used to just go to the draft. And now he's like going to play a year of college basketball, which I think is amazing for the sport. But he's like a five-star. He's very much so a five-star guy.
I don't think it's that he has to. I think it's that they want to. I think with NIL, all these guys are like, oh, I could basically go study abroad for a year. Uh, how do I say this in an appropriate way? Experience American culture for a year in college before my professional life starts.
Which I love, by the way. It's great for the sport. Imagine if Wemby played college basketball. Like
Yeah, like just drop Wemby at like North Carolina for a year, and yeah,
national title.
right,
Luca?
yeah.
Anywhere. Luca wins a natty anywhere. Like, because rookie year, Luca averaged like 25, 7, and 7. Wemby as a rookie was damn near the defensive player of the year. Like, it's a high caliber of player that goes from the international ranks to like top five pick. I do believe Sayon Keita is like not Wemby Luca, but like he could be like a lotto pick in the draft type of guy. He's a 27 prospect at the moment. I believe he's going to reclassify to 26, or at least that's like the rumor. Um, yeah, I think he's a high caliber prospect. If I'm Mark Pope, I'd probably stay in Spain until he commits.
Dion, how's your job going?
Beginning of the school year, everything's like a little up and down. One of the biggest issues we've had is we can't find any uniforms for our girls' sports teams.
Mm, that's a difficult thing to find a solution for. I know damn well all about that because I got a daughter that just turned 2. She's into sports and she's already outgrowing every little piece of sports apparel she had. Thankfully, I know Clara K Creations. Clara K Creations was started by a former high school teacher who quit because it wasn't cost effective to send new twins and a 2-year-old to daycare. She found it easier to make girl sports apparel than finding it to buy. And I am so thankful that she exists because if we have an old shirt of Murph's that she's outgrown, we can send it in and she takes that piece of apparel that means something and upcycles it into an outfit that Murphy can now wear as she grows up. She makes great stuff. It's honestly kind of like your fullback's wife, Kyle Juszczyk. Is that how you say it? She does that. But honestly, I think Clara Kate's coming for Mrs. Juszczyk's job.
I love that. I'm a big Juice guy. Love his wife. Love Claire Kate even more than both of them, though.
You can send in your own custom ideas and she will come up with a design. She's just the best. Look up Clara Kate Creations on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and more. Could interpret it that way. Um, yeah, I don't have too many jokes to make about this. I mean, I do, and I will make at least one more before the video ends. But on a serious note, like you can't interpret this as a bad thing. If Mark Pope is putting the efforts in to see the number one international big man in a class and he's outworking every other coach in a recruitment, how could we possibly frame that as a negative? That sounds like that's what's happening. I believe Kentucky is very firmly in the mix for Keita, and I applaud Mark Pope for doing so. Now, let me get to the comedic portion of my analysis where I joke about the fact that if I lost Tay Kinney's recruitment after embarrassing myself by showing up late and then fighting my rival head coach, I would also leave the country for a little bit. And that's what happened. Like, basically, Tay Kinney committed to Kansas and then was like, hey, I chose Kansas. And if I didn't choose Kansas, Kentucky wasn't even in my final three. And Mark Pope was like, okay, going to Spain. See y'all later. Got a 2027 kid to focus on. Like, you know what? Yeah, just vacate the whole 26 class at this point, Mark Pope. Let's start looking at 27 and let's look at Spain. Um, no, you can't spin it as a negative, though. This is good. Cato would be awesome in Mark Pope's offense. That's not a bit, even though I use that as a bit. Cato, the talented big man that he is, playing in an offense that prioritizes center involvement in creative ways would be so fun to watch. So I kind of hope this pays off for Mark Pope because I would like to see Cato play in that system.
Me too. By the way, I will spin it one negative, and I'm probably going to spend this in this negative and for the rest of this recruiting period. Probably should have went to Spain instead of Atlanta.
I mean, I will say this. I don't think there's any other blue blood head coach right now, anybody else on Cata's list that is worried that Mark Pope went to Spain.
I don't know. Straight up, if I'm Shire, I'm just like, yeah, that's sick, dude. Like, we'll see.
Right.
Congrats on flying.
Right. Yeah. Again, I'd love to know, was he on time? Like at this point, and look, we're joking about it, but on a serious note, doesn't he got to win one of these to get us to shut up?
Yes.
Because the more of these that miss, we just double and triple down on the comedic element of this. Now, look, he's going to. Kentucky's head coach is going to land somebody at some point. But yeah, until he does, it's kind of just endless fodder for us, right?
Look, I hate this because I've been so high on Mark Pope too. Like, I hate that I feel like I'm turning. His last recruiting class wasn't that impressive. For
Yeah,
for
they got the in-state guys though, or local-ish guys. Jasper Johnson, Malachi Moreno were big.
it was a good recruiting class, and I mean this delicately, Kentucky fans. Please don't hate me.
Oh God.
It was a good Mark Pope recruiting class. Was it a good Kentucky recruiting class? I don't know. Like it wasn't bad, you know what I mean? But like I do think Kentucky can do more than Jasper Johnson, Malachi Moreno, which by the way, the spin on it is he did that in the portal and he had the best portal class and like so on and so forth. So like I do see there's two avenues to this and he chose one route instead of the other, but I don't think he's had like well, it's only been 1 year, but like it's not shaping up to for him to have like that classic Kentucky recruiting class that like a Calipari would have. Calipari wouldn't have to fly to Spain. St. and Cato would already be committed.
Yeah, but Popes might just be portal classes.
Right. And if that's the route he goes, I would shut up for what it's worth. But I'm just the high school recruiting classes haven't been like knock you out the water impressive for a Kentucky coach.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes. I mean, 26 is looking ominous right now for sure. But again, even if he misses on every single 26 target, they're just going to get the number one portal class in the country.
Mhm.
So it's not like it's doomsday, even if that happens. It's just maybe a bad PR spin. But way to positively PR spin things is go to Spain and see the top international big man. And or like if we were like, who's trending in Sayon Keita's recruitment right now, the only answer would be Kentucky. And that's a testament to Mark Pope's efforts early.